Hello. We are again today discussing the issues of children, focusing on tantrums. Now, tantrums is a topic that really bothers many parents because oftentimes they don't know what to do with a child who has so many tantrums. While tantrums are a normal thing for a certain age, when we are dealing with heavy tantrums past the age of 4 years, I will say that a child needs assessment. But between 1.5 and 3 years, depending on when and how fast your child is maturing, that's within the right age for a child to have tantrums. When the child hits 2 years, they become very aggressive. They push limits. They are seeking for the first time their own independence. It's like they come to a realization that you're own different individual from your parent and that you can do certain things for yourself. So as they seek their own autonomy, their own independence, then they tend to really want to rebel from what is being told and what they are being told to do and what they are expected to do. So this is how tantrums come about. If your child is between 1.5 years and again to 3 years, that is within the age of tantrum, actually expect them. If they are having none of it, then that's a bit off, because clearly that is the stage where they try to exercise their own freedom, they seek their own autonomy, they want to feel very independent from you as a parent. So that is normal for a child to have tantrums. So tantrums, while tantrums are normal, how to deal with it matters and defines the behavior of a child moving forward. So when a child becomes aggressive, is crying a lot, is rolling because they need something done and they need it done a specific way and they need it done in that particular timeline, and the parent gives into that, the parent teaches the child that you can have anything you want, when you want it, how you want it, which is not a realistic way of raising the child, because that's not how the world is. So if a child throws tantrums and you as the parent gives in, you are actually teaching the child that it is within their right to get everything they need, however they need it, when they need it. You will agree with me that is not a practical world. Now, if you give the child whatever they are asking for amidst their tears, amidst their cries, amidst their screaming, then again you're teaching the child the way to get everything. Scream and you will get it. Cry and you will have it. Hit and you will get it. Now that again, you're raising your child for a world that does not exist. So how do you deal with tantrums? What is the healthy way of dealing with tantrums? First of all, when a child throws a tantrum, whether they are screaming, they are crying, they are rolling, they are wailing, let them do it. At the point where the emotions of the child are very high, logic will never prevail. Remember, the child is still working with the right side of their brain. They are still developing the right side that takes care of emotions and all. So at this point in time, let the child express their emotion. Reasoning with the child will not work. Wanting the child to hear you out will not work when the emotion of the child is very high. If they are crying, let them cry to completion. If they are rolling, let them roll to completion, so long as they are not in danger. Whatever they are doing, let them do it. You may ask, what about if it is in public? Even if it is in public, the child is just doing what the child knows how to do best. Let them cry. Tears are theirs. Everyone who has raised a child practically knows that season of a child exists. So cease from feeling ashamed for the child's emotions, because emotions are okay, even if they be negative. So let the child cry, let the child do whatever they are doing. If you reason with them, they won't get it. Let them do it until they are calm. Most of the time, in my experience as I deal with parents, I realize it is the parent whose emotions get affected. As the child is expressing their emotions, yours get out of hand. And parents keep on saying, as the child cried and cried and cried, I felt very angry and I hit the child. So it is you, the parent, that needs to be asking yourself, because the child is simply expressing their own emotion, what am I feeling now? What am I going through? If you realize you're becoming angry, you're becoming anxious, you're becoming ashamed, you're feeling all nature of negative emotions, step aside and breathe. Or stay right there, but calm yourself down. If you're stepping aside, let the child know that I am stepping aside from you. You cry, it's okay. I am stepping aside and I am coming back. This way, the child is not going to feel ashamed because if I cry, my mom walks away. If I scream, my dad walks away. So no, tell the child, I am coming back. You cry. Once you finish, I will come back and let us talk. Let the child know you're coming back, so that the child is not going to be feeling bad for expressing their emotions. So you step aside if you need to. Calm down yourself down if you can in presence of the child. In other words, stay calm. Emotions are contagious. The child's negative emotions can trigger your negative emotions. Your negative emotions can trigger the child's negative emotions. Because emotions are contagious, then ensure that you are calm. Once you calm down, give time for the child to calm down. Sometimes it takes up to 30 minutes for the child to really calm down and be in a sober state. Sometimes it takes 2 minutes, sometimes it takes 5, sometimes it takes 10, sometimes it takes whatever. But all the way up to 30 minutes is not abnormal. Let them take their time. Calm down. If you're holding them, continue to hold them. Do not get bothered. Let them cry. Let them do what they're doing. Whatever they're doing, let them do it to completion. Once the child has calmed down, however long it takes, check what the issue is. Remember, we are talking about tantrums for 1.5 years to 3 years or slightly over. Not a baby of 3 months or 6 months or 7 months crying. We are talking about 1.5 years and on. So once the child has calmed down, check, because there are 4 reasons why children throw tantrums. Are they hungry? Do they need food? Are they angry? Do they need someone to help them regulate their anger issues or the anger they feel at that point in time? Are they lonely? Are they feeling they're left alone? And the 4th one, are they tired? Are they hungry? Are they angry? Are they lonely? Are they tired? If they are tired, they probably need some sleep or relaxation. Offer them that. You are meeting their need after they have calmed down. Now, if you suspect that your child is hungry and they need food, food can be offered. You can let the child know it's okay to cry if you're feeling angry, but there's food here and you can always eat. That's okay. Food can be offered. But then if you notice they're hungry, they're angry, they're lonely, they're tired, whichever one of the need it is, meet it so that you can help the child to self-regulate or to get back to normal. If the child is older and you can tell they were asking for a specific need to be met through their tantrums, then once they settle down, keep your voice calm. Express empathy as a parent. Keep your voice calm. Do not shout at the child. By keeping your voice calm, you help the child know that you are feeling me, you are tuned to my emotion. If you shout at the child at this time, you're going to completely dysregulate them. Remember, we want them to get regulated because by the time they are 10 years, you want them to have learned how to self-regulate, so that when they're dealing with their anger or this phase of whatever they're going through, then they can be able to go through it by themselves. So let them calm down and then express empathy. Ask calmly, okay, Talk to me about what you needed. Do you want to ask me for something? Would you like to tell me what is it that made you cry? So you are calm and you are asking them to express. If they have the voice or if they have the vocabulary, they will express what they needed. If they do not have it yet, they are able to point, or they are able to communicate with gestures the way they communicate day to day to you. So once you understand what their need is, while they are calm, offer them the need if it is within your limit and if it is something you'd want to offer. If it is not something you'd want to offer, it's not within your limit, communicate and tell them you're not able to get this because of 1, 2, 3, 4. Say like a tantrum because they wanted a toy for another child and they didn't get it. Take them through the whole process until they are calm, then ask them what is it that made you cry. Then they tell you because so and so refused to share their toy with me. And that is the point of teaching the lesson, that your toys are your toys, their toys are their toys. They can share with you if they want, but if they do not want, it is theirs. Most parents will at that point want to rescue the child by saying, don't worry, I'll buy for you. Now that is inappropriate. This is the reason. If you tell them I will buy for you, then you're teaching them that they deserve to have everything in the world. If you had planned to buy for them, fair enough. If you had not planned to buy for them, then tell them as much. You go and play with yours, the ones you have. And even you, just like they don't want to give you, there are times you will not want to share yours and it's okay. So that is theirs and they can only give you if they want. You teach the lesson if it is not possible to give. But teach the lesson emphatically. If you let the child know, even me, when I was a child, and another one refused to share the toy with me, I still did not feel nice. I felt bad. So I get what you feel, but their toy is their toy. Once you have communicated, either you're meeting their need by giving it or you're not meeting their need by explaining it, then help the child normalize or go back to their normal emotional space. And you can do that by taking a walk. Movement really self-regulates children, or it helps them to regulate their emotional space. So if you're upstairs, move downstairs as you talk. If you're downstairs, move upstairs. Move from one place to the other. Take a small walk. By the time you come back, they are well regulated. If you repeat all times when the child has a tantrum, then you will be teaching your child to regulate their own emotions. And as they grow older, your work will get lesser because they will learn it is not your responsibility to fix their emotions. It is their responsibility to fix their emotions. But as they fix their emotions, they are fixing their emotions with your support. Again, thank you for being part of our discussion today. Feel free to share with us the topics that you'd want us to cover. Comment, share this video if you like it, if it has helped you. Until next time, have a good time.